All right. Hey guys. I'm doing a different video today. Uh, I recently got two new coffee skills. I mean, this video is totally different than the other stuff I make, but recently I got two new coffee skills, and I was trying to look up like information on them, and there wasn't a lot. So the two I got today is the MisChief scale. Uh, Anyone who's familiar with scales is probably gonna be like is gonna notice something about it like straight away. And then the other one is the Bookoo mini scale. Um, and then my old one I was using for like years is gonna be the Hario V60 one. I'm just I just have this one here just because this is what I was using for years, and I'm going off that. So uh, the MisChief is interesting because if you know what an Akai Lunar is, this looks just like it. Like I don't have an Akai Lunar. I was thinking about buying one because I was that's kind of what got me into the whole thing. I got an espresso machine recently, and I needed a good espresso scale, and everyone was recommending the Akai Lunar, and I looked at the price and it was like $150, and I was like, God damn. But this looks exactly like an Akai Lunar, but it's a MisChief. And when I was looking for it, people had recommended the MisChief and the Bookoo. Um, the thing about the Bookoo is it's really small. Like it's tiny. Uh, it's it looks cool. Looks pretty cool. It has a glass cover to it, but I've been using the Bookoo for maybe like 2-3 weeks. It works pretty good. Uh, Interesting like quirk to it though, because when I first got it, I took it out the box and I tried to turn it on. An interesting quirk to it is if you turn it on and you're like holding it, it won't display numbers. It'll just keep like loading. And I'll see if I can show that here. So see, it'll stay like this if you're holding it pretty much. Oh no, okay. Well, actually that time it went to the numbers. When you just hold it to turn it off. So with the MisChief, I haven't even used this one yet. I just got it today. That's another thing. For both of these, the shipping took at least a month. It was kind of crazy. I think there was something going on with them, and they had a message on their website saying they weren't even gonna ship the product until like February 4th or something. I think I put in orders for both of them the same day. It was in January if I'm not mistaken, and I didn't get the MisChief until today is the 21st. So I think I put in the order for the MisChief around like January, I don't know, like 20th or something. It was the same for the Bookoo. I think I got the Bookoo like February like 10th or something like that. Um, so I can't really speak to the quality of the MisChief because again, I just got it today. Like the long-term quality, because I mean, who knows? Maybe in a week it'll blow up or something. But just like feeling it, it feels pretty good. And for the price, if it works, it's a good deal. But so talking about the price, the MisChief without shipping costs like $50, which is crazy compared to the Akai Lunar, which is like 150s, and they look like identical. The Bookoo cost 150 without shipping, if I'm not mistaken. I really should be looking at the numbers, but I just remember it was about like 150. And both of these came like directly from China. So a lot of people don't like made in China stuff, but it's just like anything else. Like China can make good stuff. It's not just because it's from China that it means it's like shit. But I mean, both of these feel quality. Both of them feel pretty good. But just comparing them to the Hario scale, this one's just like, I think this one costs just as much as the MisChief, and this one is finicky as hell. It's like a pain in the ass to use. It's not made for espresso machines, and you can tell because just comparing all of them, the Hario is like way thicker. It also takes 2 AAA batteries. These take, the MisChief and the Bookoo take USB-C. You just plug them in, and the batteries on them, last a decent while. The Bookoo just came with a little silicone pad on it just to put over the glass. I don't really use it because it's just it's free sitting on there. It'll just slide off like that. But I guess if you wanted to, I don't know why they include this. I guess the reason is that if you're pulling a lot of shots, maybe it could damage the scale. That's kind of, to me, that's kind of, it seems kind of unnecessary. I just keep it around though, but I don't use it. And the Bookoo also came with a USB-C cable, but I mean, I got so many of them around. It's kind of just sitting on the shelf now with all the other USB-C cables you get. And the same with the MisChief. It came with a USB-C cable and some little feet for it, I guess. I haven't put them on there. I don't know if it's really going to be that useful. I'm not really sliding the scale around, so. But I mean, if you want to put them on there, you can. I think now I'm just going to pull some shots with them and just compare them. Okay, so before I pull the shots, I'm just going to talk some more like about the Hario scale and why it kind of sucks for espresso machines. I kind of touched on it a little bit earlier, but it's like way thicker. So depending on your espresso machine, it might not even fit under your portafilter with a cup. Like unless you're using an espresso cup, it might not even fit under there because it's like it's double the thickness of the Bookoo. Like I think you could stack both of them on there and they equal the size of the Hario. So that's just how thick the Hario is. And then again, the touch buttons on this thing are like horrible. Like they're unresponsive as hell. It's not like, look, this is me trying to turn it on. And then it's just a really weird machine. But in comparison, the MisChief and the Bookoo, the touch buttons are like way easier. You just touch it, turns on just like that. And then both of these come with like auto tare and like auto timer. I don't use the auto timer on either of them because I think it's kind of just, it's not really necessary, because how you want to do it when you're timing your espresso shot is that you want to start timing it as soon as you press that button. So, I mean, as soon as you turn your espresso machine on and you start pulling your shot, that's when you want to start timing it. So the auto timer function on both is useless, if you ask me. Besides that, yeah, I think I'm gonna pull the shots now and just show you like a comparison how the cups fit under there, and yeah. All right, so here we are in the kitchen. We're gonna pull the shots. I'm gonna show you the process. Just come over here, turn it on. This is a Gaja Classic Evo Pro. It doesn't have the brass boiler in it, but I have modified it a little bit. I put some, this is a different portafilter. It's a bottomless portafilter with the VST basket in it. I got this one ridged. I would get ridgeless. The fucking ridge kind of sucks because it's a pain in the ass to get the thing out. You got to push it like extra hard, but it'll still come out. And then I put the low profile tray just to make it easier to get cups in and out of there, because I'll show you in a minute like why it's kind of important. But I'll just show you like measuring the beans and everything on each scale and how they kind of operate differently. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this the best I can. Sorry if the angles aren't good. I'm not a professional. The lighting is probably not gonna be amazing, but I'll try and demonstrate all the quirks of each scale. So we're gonna start off with the Hario. I'm just gonna put the container on there. I'm gonna try and turn it on. Okay, so it turned on that time. I'm just gonna be using some dark roasted beans. I'm not gonna drink this. These beans kind of suck, so I'm just gonna use them for demonstration purposes. I'm gonna do 18 grams in. So with the Hario, you can't really see it. I'll try and get another angle, but it is kind of slow updating the numbers. Okay, so it says that's 18. I guess we just kind of have to believe it, because I'm gonna have to dump these beans. Oil. Yeah, I'm gonna have to dump the beans out. If I was smarter, I would have pre-measured this. Hold on, give me a second. Let me see if I can figure something out here. I don't have a lot of containers. See if I can do this without making a mess. I'm making a mess. All right. So the Hario says that was 18. We'll check the Bookoo, because I'm pretty sure that the Bookoo is like really precise. Stick this on there, tear it. Okay, so the Bookoo also says that's 18. So now we'll check the MisChief. If you're hearing beans falling, I am picking the beans up. I'm not just letting them fly around. So now we'll check the MisChief. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. This is my first time using the MisChief, so I'm kind of trying to figure out as I go along here. Okay. Okay, so the MisChief also says it's, well, the MisChief says it's 18.1. So 0.1 of a gram, that's not really like that massive of a difference. If anything, I thought it might have been lower because I might have dropped some of the beans maybe, but no. Okay. So there's that test. Okay, so now I'll show you how each one fits under the espresso maker. This is just like, I'm just gonna be using like a regular standard run-of-the-mill mug. If anything, this one's a little bit smaller, but this is like a worst case scenario espresso machine right here, because the Gaja is notoriously has a small clearance, and as you can see, you know, it's barely fitting in there with the low profile tray. So if I didn't have the low profile tray, this mug wouldn't fit in here at all. Jesus. Okay, so here's the Hario. And then, I mean, obviously you can see it's not gonna fit in there. I mean, maybe, but you're probably gonna damage the scale. Okay, so here's the MisChief with the same mug. So it'll fit, and you can kind of see the portafilter in there, but it's a little tight. All right, now we'll check the Bookoo. And as you can see, it's thin, super thin. You can pretty much get the mug in there like no issue. It hits the portafilter a little bit, but if you move it back, you're good. So if you move the whole scale back a little bit and the mug back, you won't have any issues with that. But I don't think you can really get a thinner scale than the Bookoo. Yeah, so. Okay, so I'm just coming back again. So I actually looked at the Akai, or I don't know how you say it, the Acacia, however you want to say it. But this thing literally, down to like the last detail, looks like an exact replica. The Lunar is actually 250 bucks. The Pearl is 150. So if I don't know which one this one is more similar to, but if you're going off the Lunar, this thing is actually $200 cheaper. And I don't know if they make these in the same factory or what, but looking at the Akai website, they look identical. I guess I just got to get one and compare them. But yeah. Okay, so that's pretty much going to conclude the video. I was going to pull shots, but then I decided it's not worth wasting the coffee. I mean, everybody knows, most people know how the scales work. If you guys want to see a video, me pulling some shots with the scales, I guess leave a comment and I'll do it. I don't feel like it's anything out of the, it's nothing special. But I just kind of wanted to make this video to put both of these scales kind of out there, because there's not a lot of stuff out there, especially for the MisChief. There's like, when I was looking like for information about the MisChief, there was like 0 YouTube videos. And I mean, maybe because it's so new or it's like unheard of, but it does say it was designed in California. I can't verify. I'm not sponsored by any of these companies. This is just me making a review. You know, I'm a small fry. I'm not getting fucking sponsored. That would be crazy. But yeah, for the price, the MisChief, it's 50 bucks. Like, you're not losing much. But yeah, I mean, it looks quality. I'm not really going to take it apart, but maybe in another video, I'll take the MisChief apart. I'm not taking the Bookoo apart because this thing is actually pretty useful and I do like it. But yeah, if you were thinking about buying it, as opposed to the Akai Lunar to save 100 bucks, I forget how much shipping was. I think it was like 10 or 15 bucks. And it takes a while to get there, but I mean, it feels solid. If it blows up or something, or if I never make a YouTube video again, it probably blew up and killed me, I guess. No, I'm just kidding. you know, if there's a microphone in there and the Chinese are spying on me, I'll never know. But it's cheap. It's kind of insanely cheap for what it is, because again, Hario sells this scale, which is also $50, and it blows ass if you ask me. Like, in comparison, the Hario scale is not. If the Hario scale cost $15, I would be like, yeah, get it. But it costs, last time I checked, it was about $50. Both of these, the Hario and the MisChief and the Bookoo, they feel quality. They feel like they're gonna last. It's solid metal pretty much all the way through. I think if I had to take a guess what kind of metal this is, I'm guessing it's aluminum. I doubt. I mean, I guess I can get a magnet and check if it's iron, but I'm pretty sure it's aluminum. And like I said before, the Bookoo, the front is glass. I think it's like it's not like a flimsy glass. I think it's a little more like reinforced. And then I think the outside is also aluminum. The battery on the MisChief, on the Bookoo, lasts a while from what I've seen, because it's at like 80%, and I've used it for like 3 weeks straight. I haven't had an issue. But that's pretty much going to conclude the video. If you guys have any questions, comments, or want to see anything different, just go ahead and leave a comment, and I'll try and get to you.